It's Shira Lazar with What's Trending, and we dove into all the trending news this week so you don't have to scroll to stay up to date.
Following the presidential debate on September 10th, Taylor Swift endorsed Kamala Harris, and Elon Musk responded by offering to give the pop star a child in exchange for her cats. This past Tuesday night, pop star Taylor Swift strongly endorsed Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, writing in the caption of an Instagram post, "I will be casting my vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz in the 2024 presidential election. I'm voting for Kamala Harris because she fights for the rights and causes I believe need a warrior to champion them. I think she is a steady-handed, gifted leader, and I believe we can accomplish so much more in this country if we're led by calm and not chaos." The pop star also shared her concerns surrounding AI after former President Donald Trump shared AI-generated images that falsely appeared to show her supporting Trump. Swift then signed the Instagram post "Childless Cat Lady," referencing Donald Trump's running mate JD Vance's comments about the country being run by, quote, "childless cat ladies." The Harris-Walz campaign responded to Swift's endorsement by selling friendship bracelets on their website, but Tesla CEO Elon Musk took a different approach. Musk took to X to address Swift and JD Vance's past comments directly, writing, "Fine, Taylor, you win. I will give you a child and guard your cats with my life." Many responded to Musk's post with confusion, writing that the CEO's comments are, quote, "weird." But Swift and Elon Musk weren't the only celebs to share their reactions to the debate. Hollywood is weighing in on the September 10th presidential debate, and the reactions are speaking for themselves. Last night, presidential candidates Donald Trump and Kamala Harris faced off in an incredibly memorable debate. Actor Mark Ruffalo, most well known for playing the Hulk in multiple Marvel films, shared his reaction on X, writing, "Honestly, I was anxious about this debate, but what is clear is that Kamala not only has a vision for the future and lifting America up, but she is just so much more even-tempered and so much smarter than Trump. She crushed him." Fellow actor Mark Hamill, known for his role as Luke Skywalker in Star Wars, endorsed Harris back in July, and also shared his reaction to the debate on X, writing, "We are a failing third world nation. We're headed for World War III. They're killing babies after they're born. Haitian migrants are eating your pets. Couldn't think of anything he'd do differently on Jan 6th. Hashtag angry, defensive, and weird. Her. Presidential. Hashtag we are not going back." Actress Keke Palmer, who made waves with her role in Jordan Peele's Nope, kept her reaction short and sweet, simply writing, "Chewed." Taylor Swift is facing backlash from some Swifties online after hugging friend Brittany Mahomes at the 2024 US Open Tennis Championships. Here's why. Brittany Mahomes, wife of Kansas City Chiefs player Patrick Mahomes, recently made headlines after Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump thanked her for her support on Truth Social, writing, "I want to thank beautiful Brittany Mahomes for so strongly defending me and the fact that MAGA is the greatest and most powerful political movement in the history of our now failing country." The former president continued, "It is nice to see someone who loves our country and wants to save it from doom. What a great couple. See you both at the Super Bowl." It's unclear exactly what Trump meant by strongly defending, but Mahomes has recently been liking and unliking a number of Trump campaign social media posts. While fans thought Swift was giving her friend the cold shoulder at a recent Kansas City Chiefs game after they sat in separate sections, that theory was thrown out the window on September 8th at the US Open. Paparazzi snapped pics of Swift and Mahomes enjoying the game, hugging and giggling with their respective Chiefs players. The pictures have rubbed a lot of Swifties, a largely left-leaning fan base, the wrong way, as many took to social media to criticize the star on X. This user wrote, "Hugging Trump supporters is a new low for her." And another chimed in, "Honestly, they seem so happy, I wish I was this out of touch."
Democrats and Republicans alike are slamming Ann Coulter after the conservative media pundit criticized Tim Walz's son, Gus Walz, on X. Gus Walz shared an intimate moment with the country on Wednesday evening at the Democratic National Convention. Tim Walz took the stage to open up about his family's struggles with fertility treatments after he shouted them out, sharing, quote, "Hope Gus and Gwen, you're my entire world, and I love you. Gus Walz reacted emotionally, which went viral for this shout out, breaking into tears and replying, quote, I love you, Dad, and later adding, that's my dad. 17-year-old Gus Walz is neurodivergent with a nonverbal learning disability, ADHD, and anxiety. After Gus's reaction went viral online, it started to see criticism from some online, including Coulter. The political commentator took to X responding to an article about Gus's emotional moment, writing, talk about weird, which seemingly was in response to Tim Walz's viral comments calling JD Vance and Trump, quote, just weird. Michelle Obama seemingly responded to Coulter's criticism on X, writing, quote, I was touched to see Gus Walz's joy when his dad, Tim Walz, took the stage last night. Thankful for you showing us all what real love looks like, Gus. Let's be a nation that embraces this kind of warmth and vulnerability instead of making fun or mocking it. We could all use some of Gus's example in our own lives. Republican Congressman Mark Molinaro responded directly to Coulter's comments on X, writing, quote, look, I may not agree with Tim Walz's prescription for America's challenges, but I've always believed in shielding our children from attack. His son, Gus, our kids, neurodivergent and of all abilities, ought to be celebrated and supported. I've done it my whole career and will continue to push for everyone to #think differently.
Former President Donald Trump is facing waves of backlash following an altercation at Arlington National Cemetery, and veterans are reacting online. Arlington National Cemetery is a military cemetery in Arlington, Virginia. It's one of the most famous and important burial sites in the United States, serving as the final resting place for over 400,000 military service members, veterans, and their families. The grounds are considered sacred, and no political activities are permitted at the cemetery. This past Monday, on August 26, Donald Trump and his aides were involved in an altercation at Arlington National Cemetery. After being told they were not allowed to take photos on the grounds, Trump's aides allegedly shoved a cemetery employee. In an official statement, the U.S. Army wrote, participants in the August 26 ceremony and the subsequent Section 60 visit were made aware of federal laws, Army regulations, and DoD policies, which clearly prohibit political activities on cemetery grounds. An ANC employee who attempted to ensure adherence to these rules was abruptly pushed aside. The incident was reported to the JBMHH Police Department, but the employee subsequently decided not to press charges. Despite the cemetery employee not pressing charges, the damages from the interaction are evident, specifically among veterans. A Vietnam veteran who goes by Bandits Pop on TikTok shared his take in this video.
I can't even tell you how sick that makes me to my stomach. The person who took 5 deferments for bone spurs, standing at the grave of heroes. Donald Trump currently at this moment is suing the VA in Michigan. Why? Because the VA in Michigan wants to open up polling places to make it easier for veterans to vote. All this about how much he loves and appreciates soldiers and their service is all.
Commenters thanked the veteran for speaking out and explaining why the Trump altercation bothered him, some with family members at the cemetery themselves. When Donald Trump announced JD Vance as his running mate, it wasn't long before a bizarre rumor involving a couch overshadowed the political news, trending even higher than the assassination attempt on Trump himself. During the Republican National Convention in early July, Donald Trump took to Truth Social to announce his running mate, writing, "After lengthy deliberation and thought, and considering the tremendous talents of many others, I have decided that the person best suited to assume the position of Vice President of the United States is Senator JD Vance of the great state of Ohio." Since Vance received the official Vice President nomination, numerous controversies surrounding the politician have popped back up, but none have gone as viral as the couch rumor, a false accusation that, according to Google Trends, was searched more than Trump's assassination attempt during the month of July. The rumor was allegedly started when ex-user at Rick Rude Scalves shared a tweet on July 15th, writing, "Can't say for sure, but he might be the first VP pick to have admitted in a New York Times bestseller to an inside-out latex glove shoved between 2 couch cushions," referring to Vance's 2016 book, Hillbilly Elegy. This tweet quickly went insanely viral, sparking a barrage of memes and reactions online. The Associated Press famously fact-checked the claims and ultimately found there was no talk of couch debauchery in Hillbilly Elegy, in an article titled, "No, JD Vance did not have with a couch." The article has since been taken down, as AP wrote in an official statement, The story, which did not go out on the wire to our customers, didn't go through our standard editing process. We are looking into how that happened.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next week with more juicy celeb gossip and trending news. Be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment to let us know what you think.